See me with the Hennessy. Oh yeah. Aye. Put some liquor in my cup. Hope you got the Hennessy. Damn girl, that's what's up.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Crablord back with another how-to video. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to do Young Pinch when I was young. His sound is so unique. You can't really just put effects on to sound like him. It's kind of impossible. He has his own voice and style. So we're going to take one of his most popular songs when I was young and break down the effects using that song. I don't know many technical terms, but I found out how to sound like it myself, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. Before we get in the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and then hit the notification button. Make sure to like this video. Follow me on social media. We got Instagram, Twitter, and everything else down below. Go ahead and check those out. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna play the intro, but I'm gonna speed it up so I don't get copyrighted. I think I matched it pretty well. Okay, so and this is what it would sound like. Alright, now we're going to talk about how I got that sound, and I did a lot more of reverb and everything. Like my other tutorials, it starts off all the same way. So let's get into step one, the intro vocals. So for the intro vocals, basically you want to start like this. Now, just like all my other tutorials, you go into your library, go into voice. So once you got the compress setting on, this is where you start changing up the effects. You're going to want to start in channel EQ. Here's the basic compressed EQ with nothing changed. And then here's my effects that I changed. So basically what's done to this is all I really did was take out most of the highs to give it a deep, like behind the beat sound. I took out all of the low to keep it crisp. I changed a couple more of them. You can copy down what these are. For the red, I pulled it to 400 hertz and dropped it down a tiny bit. For the orange, I pulled it to 250 hertz and pulled it down minus 18 dB. Yellow, I did not change the green. This one, I brought it to 300 hertz minus 18. Blue, I kept the same. Purple, didn't do anything. Pink one, I brought it to 1700 hertz at 0.15, but I don't know, just pull it down a little bit. Try to match that. So there's your first EQ. You don't have to change the compressors. I don't ever do it. Pedal board, just like my other tutorials, just go in the left one, make it at 0 instead of -3 where it starts. And then the second channel EQ, I'm pretty sure it gives you this already. Just have the purple one up 5 at 5000 hertz. And then you have your EQ done. Now this song, I read that it was in D sharp minor. What I found sounded better was major scale E. In response time, he uses autotune sometimes. It all depends on how your voice is and what you want it to sound like. You can have that at whatever response time you want. And finally the sample delay, so go into delay, sample, stereo, and have left and right at 300. This will spread it around and give it a wider sound. Now the juicy part. So with the buses, I added one, but for bus 1 and 2, which they gave me, I have a space designer, okay, and it's a 1.1 second vocal plate, and you can find that in small spaces, plate reverbs, 1.1 seconds. And for this, and then once you have that, just move the reverb all the way up, keep the dry down. And what really changed it up was I copy and pasted it. All you gotta do is hold Option and just pull it down to make another one. And in the second one, bring it down to minus 9 dB and then keep that. I'm gonna show you what that sounds like. This is the effect. It sounds like a background and it's like a slight reverb. It's not the ambient one I'm looking for. So that's when I went into bus 2 and I added a space designer. Have a 1.3 second nice small plate. What is in small spaces, plate reverb, 1.3 seconds. But that might not matter because I just click synthesized IR and brought it all the way up. This is what gives it all the ambience. And then my bus 1 setting is minus 30. All right, now bus 2. This is without the ambient bus 2. And now bus 2, which I have at -15, once I activate it, now the reverb's nice, right? To top it off, I have a bus 3, which all you do to add another bus is just click below. Just bus, and I click 3 and it created a new one. Where I have the stereo delay. To find that, you'd go into delay, stereo, and mono. And then I pull down the right, so forget about the right. In the left, I have a 1/4 note delay time. Just copy these down, 7000, 2000 low, 60% feedback, 100% output. And with that setting on, you got this. So for the intro, bus 1, -30, bus 2, -15, bus 3, -10. So I'm gonna record myself doing the intro, and let's see how it sounds.
Hit you with the shit. Yeah, yeah. Getting lit. Hell yeah. Sipping on a Hennessy. Oh yeah. See me with the Hennessy. Oh yeah. Hennessy, then go, that's what's up.
Alright, y'all, time to do the main vocal and the backup. And this is Pinch's main vocal. So what he sounds like. I'm gonna speed it up.
I put some liquor in my car. Hope you got the Hennessy. Then go, that's what's up.
All right, now that can vary. I mean, he's in a professional studio. It can vary. The mics can be a lot better. My settings, I think, actually would work. This is what my main vocal sounds like finished, and we're gonna tell you how to get there. So set up your compressed vocal again, just like the last one. All right, now for this one, only use bus 2 and 3 for the main vocal. I got bus 2 at -22 and bus 3 at -23. So here's what the EQ looks like. Let's compare this EQ to the compressed vocals EQ. Before, this is what compressed looks like, and now this is what my settings look like. I basically just cleaned them up, so I took out the lows to 100, brought this down a tiny bit, kept the yellow -0.5, green at 0.5. This middle one, I brought it over to 2650 hertz and brought it up 5.5 dBs. For blue, kept it steady. This purple one, brought it to 7300 at plus 2.5 dBs, and this guy I didn't do much with. That's the first EQ. Compressors don't change. Pedal board, I changed this to -1.5, just right here. And then the second channel EQ, I changed this one up a little bit. All I really did was bring this green one down at 345 hertz, -5 dB. This one didn't change. This one brought it down 2600 -0.5, brought the purple up to 3 at 5000. And that's it for the second EQ. In pitch correction, just like before, and now for me, I'm using major scale E. It could be D sharp minor. It worked for me to be E major. Our response time is whatever you want. Yeah, that's basically it. Bus 1's deactivated, so you don't use this. Bus 2 at -22, and bus 3 at -23 for the delay. This is what it sounds like. Let's record the verse.
I put some liquor in my cup. Hope you got the Hennessy. Damn girl, that's what's up. Might just let you hit the blunt. Only gotta hit it once. Shawty smoking on a soldier. Now she can't get enough. Now she can't get enough.
Yeah. Now time to get the little backups that he has, just like the ambient background noise. It's basically just the intro with different EQ. So here's the intro. So here's the intro. For the backup, this is the EQ. This is the difference. It's basically the same thing, except instead of pulling the red all the way in, instead of having the red at 400, I only brought it to 100. The two greens I brought down just around here, around this area. And that's about it for that. And that's basically what the backups are. Bus settings, -30, -15, and -10, the same as that. Also, the sample delay is just right about 220. And dang, that's about it. That's about the only difference. So let's record the backups. I'll make my own backups up.
Shawty smoking on a soldier. Now she can't get enough. Now she can't get enough. Tryna live a life like she never did before. Tell her mama live it up. Now she can't get enough. Telling me to give it up, like goddamn I've had enough. Like people like me, they can't stand what I do, but I don't give one single fuck about you. I don't wanna get it though. She don't like me, she don't like me. Hey, never wanna be the bad guy, but I'm here sitting at you with a bad tie, and I know who wants me to.
That's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. And even if you didn't learn something, hopefully I entertained you enough to feel like this was worth it. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like below. And if you like me, make sure to subscribe and watch the rest of my videos if you haven't already. I'm also thinking about putting all my presets into a pack, maybe releasing it of all my different artists that I've done. But that's in the future. This has been a Crab Lord How to Sound Like Young Pimps tutorial. That's about it for me. We out.
Look at the way we flex, look at the way we dress. Ain't no need to be stressed. Like I give you his blessings, and I know this shit, yeah. Don't fuck with me, yeah. Don't be fucking with me, oh, oh. Look at the way we flex, look at the way I dress. Ain't no need to be stressed. Like I give you his blessings, and I know this shit, yeah. Don't fuck with me, yeah.